Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. I think was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I made a monologue about Bishop David Oyedepo, or rather, Living Faith as a Church. And this morning, I think I read in the news that Bishop Oyedepo responded to everyone, probably all his critics, or everyone that has criticized either the church policy or his actions or whatever. So, which obviously includes me, because I was one of his critics, and I am still critical of his actions and his church policies. And I have actually come to double down on what I said, because I think when I did the last monologue, I didn't get I postulated on some facts, so I wasn't clear about himself or whatever. So I think I have a better, based on his response, I now have a better or clearer answers to my questions. So that is one of the reasons why I am making another follow-up, a kind of follow-up monologue to the one I did earlier. All right. Thank you once again. As I said, my name is JIBRIN, and this is I am the exclusive anchor of this show, at least for now. And on this show, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, this show is just about we do things organically. We do things our own way, and we actually discuss about the matters, the current matters that are in the news, especially something that has to do with current affairs or politics or whatever. But we actually delve into other issues, and so that is it. And we do it unglued. We really are very frank, very raw, uncensored. We just say it the way it is. So, and that is it. So that being said, let's go straight to the point. Yes, let me read. I think the news is from Oweleke TV. Actually, our news department, from I think our print news department. Yes, it says that the heading says, "Be quiet and mind your business." Oyedepo warns critics over leadership retirements. Incidentally, by default, I am one of his critics, so he is basically speaking to everyone in my category. So that is it. Let me read a little bit of the body of the headline. Founder of the Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel, Bishop David Oyedepo has urged critics to refrain from questioning the church leadership over the retirement of its bishop. Excuse me. This comes after the news that two vice presidents in the church, Bishops Thomas Aremu and David Abioye, would retire after serving 3 and 4 decades in the ministry. The pastor's retirement is in line with the operational guidelines of the church, also known as the mandate, which serves as the church's constitution. The revised mandate has changed the retirement age from 60 to 55. Oh, long my dear. Did you hear that? Anyway, I'll come back to that. While the founder, Oyedepo, retains the right to serve for life, future church leaders will be restricted to 1 or 2 terms of 7 years, pending approval by the Board of Trustees. Responding to criticisms, Oyedepo, while delivering his sermon at the valedictory service for Bishop Aremu at Winners Chapel, Orita Bashorum, on Tuesday, said critics should be quiet and focus on their affairs. Oyedepo say, make all of us quiet. He's giving us an order to be quiet. We should focus on our own affairs. I'll talk about that. The clergyman stated that those wishing for the ministry's downfall were wasting their lives. Oyedepo also revealed that the church's administrative policy of 1998 was reviewed in 2001, while the mandate of 2012 was revised in 2024, adding that the ministry operates by divine order. Oh yeah, not only divine order. He said, "My advice to commentators is to study to be quiet and mind your business. It is wisdom to learn what is working and find out what makes it work. Everything works here." All right. I think the article goes on, but that's the other part of the article is just irrelevant to the purpose of this monologue. Okay, let me still keep it open because I may want to revisit some paragraphs there. Yes, first, Bishop Oyedepo said we should keep our mouth shut and mind our business. Now, first and foremost, his position as a man of God, not just a man of God, one of the most popular, famous, and richest men of God in Nigeria, and probably globally. That is number one reason why we cannot keep his business. Is our business. Secondly, he is a believer. As a fellow Christian, we are expected to admonish one another, and we are expected to actually rebuke one another. We are expected to correct one another. We are expected to criticize each other. And so that is it. The moment you are going out of line, as long as you're a Christian, not just a Christian leader, you have become a figure of the public. That's just the truth. You are a public figure. So as long as you are a leader and a believer, obviously your business is our business. Except something that has to do with your immediate family or family issue. Such thing. Things like that. I know I'm not the person where they talk of. I'm not the tool. That's why I don't do entertainment stuff. I don't do whatever. Those are gossip stuff. I don't do all those stuff. But as long as it concerns the house of God, the church of God, or the business of the public, or something or someone that deals with the public, honestly, it is the public's business. So whatever you do with the church of God, it's our business. And we will always criticize if you do the wrong thing. And if you do the right thing, we will commend you as well. That is one. So that being said, the second point is, I don't understand. This is supposed to be the church of God, not a business enterprise. It's supposed to be the church of God. I mentioned it in my excuse me, in my previous monologue, that the church is not supposed to be patterned in the conventional business form. It's supposed to stand out. For one, there should not be retirement. Nobody should retire. I don't understand what it means to retire. It doesn't make sense for any spiritual, any Christian to talk of retirement. Retirement for what? We've had in the Bible days, there is no history, no story, no word, no history from Genesis to Revelation of anyone in the Bible. Especially in the New Testament time where we had the really evangelism. No one retired. No history of anyone. Again, I don't know why we fail to copy the life of our Lord Jesus Christ. That is why we were called Christians in the first place. That is where our name, our title was derived from. So we are supposed to copy Jesus Christ. Nobody in the era of the New Testament, in the era of Jesus Christ and his disciples, nobody retired now. So there is no retirement in the service of God. None. So why should one church come to establish a policy that is contrary, that is in conflict with the word of God? So that is crazy. That is the second thing. The third point is this. You see, this is a proof that a clear evidence that this man just sees Winners Chapel or Living Faith as his personal business. It's not more the church of God. It's his personal business. Otherwise, tell me, you set a rule. I don't know. You are a man of God. You are supposed to lead by example. You are expected to lead by example. You set a rule. There is a policy, and this policy you singled out yourself. You excused yourself from this policy. It affects everybody but you. Because it doesn't make sense. You are 70 now, and people in their 60s, early 60s are retiring. And now I didn't even know, as at yesterday when I made the first monologue, that the retirement age is now 55, has been streamlined from 60 to 55. Haha. For God's sake, why will you retire a able-bodied man, believer, burning, a believer on fire, still on fire at the age of 55? Even the 67, they are removed, they are 67, they got retired. Look, retirement is on it, as far as I'm concerned, it's unbiblical, it is ungodly. And that is just it. And if you must, what is good for the gander should be good for what is good for the geese should be good for the gander. So if it's a policy of the church, why keeping yourself out of this policy? You are supposed to be part of this policy as well. And as such, you were supposed to have been retired long before now. And my fourth point is this. Bishop Oyedepo, with all due respect, Abioye is like 5 and you and Abioye has been 5 and 6. Just very extremely close. You've been all the way back from when Living Faith was formed. It's been over 40 years that you and Abioye have been partnering. You have become so trusting and so confident in him. And in return, he has actually, of course, obviously, I think he was the one who actually earned your confidence and trust by his loyalty. He has proven that people can be loyal after all. And he has been so loyal to you. And now you established a policy in your company, putting yourself out of this policy, singling out yourself out of this policy. You did not deem it fit, or at least reciprocal, based on this man's loyalty, Abioye's loyalty to you. You didn't deem it fit or deserving for Abioye also to actually go in line with you, with your own exception to this policy. You expect at least. In fact, in the first place, honestly, I am surprised that after this number of years, decades of very intimate relationship with Abioye and loyalty of all, loyalty You can attest, you can attest to that loyalty is especially these days, it's a very scarce commodity. Now you have someone who gave it to you, nyafu nyafu, gave loyalty to you in quantum, yet you didn't deem it deserving for him to actually get that, at least get that benefit. The benefit you are enjoying for him, at least extend it to him as well. Why didn't you? If you are giving yourself exception, why not? Why don't you add him to the exception? For God's sake. Honestly, it is so sad that you are me. For one, yesterday when I made the first monologue, I talked about, I don't care about the politics or whatever the administration you are doing at Living Faith. I don't care. What I care about is the spiritual angle of faith as it regards God and the Bible. But as humans, it is one cannot shy away from this emotional angle aspect of this, where you feel that someone has actually been extremely loyal, perfectly loyal to you, hence deserving of some kind of lifetime benefits. Bishop Abioye deserves lifetime benefits from Living Faith or Winners Chapel. But here we are. He's been retired at 63. When the Oga Patapata is 70, still moving on. This is so sad. Honestly, it is so sad. It is selfish. It is self-centered. It is ungodly. And this is my angle.